from live trading on YouTube. Now, if it gets back into the overnight range and ladders above the 100-day value area low and gets above that strong range, that might offer an opportunity. But at this point, I think we're going down. Doesn't mean I need to be short. So just to zoom out without zooming out, our 100-day value area high, our 100-day value area low is here. We are now trying to get underneath that. If this thing slingshots back inside of here, I've got to play long. I can't short here, but if it does lose the 100-day value area, it's going to come down. And that's where we're kind of right now. What's it going to do? So I'm hanging back and waiting for a juicy fat pitch. Once again, we drew the value area boxes. This is an area that if price decides to slam back up, I would be very interested in considering longs. First 6 minutes are over. Came back up and challenged the opening and the value area low, the expected range. Will it pop back above? That's what I'm looking for now. I love when it tests it, peeks its head, and down. Does it do it again? That would give you more confidence to consider something. So it softened up the opening. Let's see if it can reclaim the opening here at value area low. And of course, if you're flat, you're doing the right thing. Stay flat. Now let's see if it can reclaim the strong range. As I said, I'm going to trade what happens, not what I want to happen. What I wanted to happen is it to come down here. That would have been a really good pullback, but this is still a good pullback. Pushing that value area low, pushing the expected range. If you are long, try to stay long. If you're long, make sure with multiple contracts you are capturing part of the move. One of the things you can do when price moves this quickly, let's say you did 3 contracts and you had that monster move up there. Well, you can set 1 or 2 of them actually on like a trailing stop loss so that as it goes, your stop goes. Because price is moving so quickly, it's very difficult for you to manage that. So I loved how we went up and softened the opening and then literally ripped its freaking face off. Once again, these are all 15-point candles or more. Core strategy says do not trade this. If it takes out the low, we'll be looking for the magnets down here. I never know how much I'm going to make on any move. Neither do you. We can just let price do what price is going to do. Very dangerous price action, guys. This feels like NFP on steroids. You do not need to trade this. You do not need to trade this. Do not be a hero today. Your account does not need. Let's do a little measurement here from the opening. This would be a 39, 40-point move. And this would be 60. I would prefer the 60 one. You know, how nice did the strong levels work last night? And then vomit down to this one, then vomit down to this one, back to this one. You know, vomit day, we bounce off this one. That's really cool. Doesn't mean I have to be in that trade, but still cool. So on the way down off that little strong level, it bounced almost 10 points. That's nice. And now let's see what happens at the bottom of this range. So the speculator special last night was 100 points away. I said long at 68.11. Place your stop a comfortable distance below. And I am in that trade. And now my stop is going to be at break even. So if you took the speculator special, be protective now. You can't allow that to go against you. And absolutely gorgeous. Highly dangerous, obviously. But that's where we're expecting price to bounce. And that was 100 points away from where it was mapped out last night. That doesn't mean we're going to turn around and go 1,000 points up. I don't know what we're going to do. It's just, this is where I expect there to be that reaction. Thanks, John. You know, we'll look for evidence of laddering back in case that's all that they want to do. That puts us in line here with battle plan number 5. And you might look at this and go, there's no way I'm trading this. And I don't blame you. Don't blame you. That's just where we were looking for a reaction. I'm going to lock one of them there. So at this point, bears fully control, longs are counter, small if at all, never making things worse, never allowing it to go against you, and never adding to a losing trade. Just understanding where we're expecting price to have a reaction, which was here, as mapped out in the battle plan. Beautiful. Now, if you're long, there's nothing to do but hold your single runner back and hope that this thing goes. What do I know? And it might only go 50 points and then slam back down. So make sure you're capturing part of the move. And if it continues to vomit down, we'll just wait till our next area. All right, so went up to the strong level, had a bounce. Can we reclaim that now? And if we can reclaim that, we'll talk, this would be the first ladder. And I believe by the battle plan, that would be a long as well. Although I said you could play off the strong range here. So, and you might look at this and go, no way I'm taking a long. Don't blame you. Not your trade on, not your move on your terms. And if it wants to keep vomiting down, no one would be shocked. We'll just wait for the next area we're interested in, or close the platform and walk. All right. So it got me into 1850, and I moved my combined stop up to break even. And if it gets me out, oh well. At least I added to a winning trade at a great trade location, and no regrets. If it gets me out, I expect it to. I'm counter. Got me out. Cool. So I took one contract off at 10 points and I added there. We need price to come somewhere up in here before we'd be interested in something here, or come on down to here. That's what I'm looking for. So I'd like to see it push down into here or something like that. And we're watching for the reclaim of this. If it comes up into here, it comes back into here. Possible play for the long side, or come on down to here. Top of that strong range is really pushing price nice, and the bottom. Very cool. Come on. Get down there. You want to go outside? Still, the big level is here. We get above that, we've got to be looking to get long. Back inside of the value area. And above this strong level, you add. I don't know if that's going to happen today. And of course, the other thing we're looking for is this. Laddering down still continues. Bulls can't recapture anything. Let's throw this on here. We at least want the bulls to break this. I hate we're so close to the 96 strong level. I wish we were a little further away, but there you go. Come on, push down. Well, it did make a new low. See if we're going to break this trend line at least. Be an early adopter trade, but if it pushed back into here, that could be an early adopter trade. It did make a new low. That might be all it's going to do. I mean, it got within a few points of reaching our magnet. Back to the top here. So you're going to push it down at all and then get this? Or is that it? We'll see. Pushing the edge of this trend line for sure. Okay, made a new low, accelerating to the north nicely. Doesn't mean we won't make a new low. Just know that. Broke the trend line, basically back tested it to the middle. All right, big moment of decision here for the traders in a trade. Are the shorts just going to reload? Or are they going to unload? So we're waiting for ES to break that trend line, at least break something. That was the first thing they could have broken. At least they broke something. Back to the strong level. I wanted a little more push up into this area, like where the mapping is. A little bit more up here. I don't want to be responsible for entry of everybody's entries on this, but this is what we're looking for, is for it to bust through there. I wished it had went a little bit lower. I would have really preferred that, but it didn't. Do not be shorting this. And of course, this is such a highly volatile day. You may not get a clean entry that just speaks to you perfectly to get long. It's no big deal. Watch price action for the love of price action. You don't have to be long. I wouldn't be shorting, but that's just me. Target the value area high if you got long. James, this trade spoke to me. And I was going to add if it came back to 18 there, but it didn't pull back enough. And that's where I was going to have both contracts at break even. You know what? Let's be fun here. Let's add here at 27.25. Let's give it a shot here. There we go. It got me in. I'll do 2 contracts at break even. Basically cover commissions. If it gets me out, I don't care, but I don't mind adding to my trade right here. Don't mind adding to my trade at all here. Beautiful. Now, will it continue? I have no clue, but I don't mind adding a risk-free contract. It's risk-free because I'm already green. I'm in the profit. My worst case is break even on this, and I've doubled my leverage with no additional risk. And now it's up 3 points. So here's where I could make a decision. I could put my stop at my entry and say, okay, my risk-free add-on is now at break even, or I just keep them here. And I could bring both of them just behind the low of this candle. So let's bring these to 24 and just let it go. So I added to my trade here. And now I got 2 contracts working for me. My combined stop is just under the low of this wick. Targeting here, I'll take off one of the contracts here most likely. So that would be 68.50. Let's go ahead and move that to 68.50. Take one off at 68.50. If you got long there, congratulations. Basically, it says mapped. We're looking for price to come here and come back down. Will it continue? I don't know. It's just, that's where the probability that where we would want to be long. So for me, final trade gets me out, I'll be done. I think we had good vision on the chart. We were looking for the right things in the right trade locations, which is the entire purpose of the battle plan. Very dangerous price action. You don't need to be in this trade. Yeah, this was battle plan 5 down in here. Looking for us to get down into here. Reclaim this strong level. And that was our trade mapped out last night. So if you're long, try to stay long. There we go. Just had to wait a while, didn't we? Make sure you're taking something off. This thing could reverse in your face freaking hard if you have multiple contracts, okay? Take it off. Take something off. Don't get overly greedy here. You're welcome, Brett. This is what we do every day, my friend. We don't normally trade longer unless the price action is getting into a very interesting trade location. Of course, price got into a very interesting trade location. So if you're green, this is your final trade. If this is your only trade, this is your only trade today. You don't need more. So I did one contract, added a contract. I'm going to peel one off at 68.50. Beautiful. My add-on will come off at about 20 pointer if it gets up there. Nothing to do now but the holding. All the morning was waiting. Now the holding. I mean, I don't know if price is going to keep going up. We could slam down and make new lows. So if you went long with multiple contracts, make sure you're taking something off to ensure a green day. Absolutely beautiful. This will make a good wrap-up video. Nice trading. We put one magnet here, and I took that as the speculator special long. Then we were hoping price dropped down into here. Almost did. Missed by a few points. And then we got this micro pullback. We drew out this trend line. Said, okay, they need to break this. And then this was setting here. And there we go. Nice, Roger. Beautiful day. Nice guy. Nice job. So guys, just real quick, if this type of market commentary would help you in your trading, we trade live every day on Zoom, Monday through Friday. Check us out at microstrader.com. Let's get up there, take off one contract, 3 more points. Come on. Yeah. Well, I mapped out this entry an hour or so before it happened. I mean, it's plain as day. I'm just not going to tell you, hey, take this trade. I'm happy with that. It basically came to where we drew it and then pulled back to where the long needed to be. I mean, that's fun. That's good. James has made his profit done for the day, and it took off my runner. Beautiful. Get tomorrow's trades tonight at microstrader.com and click Battle Plan.